All right, let's be honest. Have you ever had that feeling that your presentation is basically a lullaby? Well, today we're going to fix that. We're not just talking about adding a little polish here and there. Nope. We're going to surgically remove the 10 biggest things that make your audience tune out, get bored, or, let's face it, just plain hate what they're seeing. Ready? Let's dive in. Oh, yeah, we have all been there. You're sitting in that dark room, right? Staring at a slide, and you can literally feel your soul packing its bags. That is death by PowerPoint, and it's a pain we all know way too well. But here's the good news. It is completely avoidable. You don't have to inflict it, and you don't have to suffer through it. Hey, did you notice what we didn't do just now? Yeah, we skipped that long, boring intro all about who I am and what this is. You're welcome. And that right there, that's mistake number one to avoid. Those first few minutes are gold. You have to get straight to the point and give your audience something valuable right from the get-go. So we've broken all this down into 3 simple acts. First up, crafting your core message. This is all about the big foundational mistakes people make, way before they even start worrying about fonts or cool slide designs. It's all about the story you're actually trying to tell.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got total chaos. It's that kind of presentation that just jumps all over the map, right? It's confusing and you lose people fast. But on the right, a clear roadmap. This is exactly why you have to outline your content first. You're building a path for your audience, one they can actually follow from A to B to C without getting lost.
Okay, this is a big one. So many people fall into this trap. They just dump data on their audience. You might have all these incredible stats and facts, but guess what? People don't remember numbers. They remember stories. They remember how you made them feel. A data dump is like throwing a pile of bricks at someone. A story is like building a house they can walk into. It's the story that connects. All right, that brings us to Act 2, designing for simplicity. So now that you've got your core message locked in, we need to talk about all the visual clutter that can totally sabotage it.
Ah, the wall of text, the stuff of nightmares. Seriously, when an audience sees a slide like this, what happens? Their brains just shut down. It is pure cognitive overload. You're not informing them, you're basically assaulting them with information. I get it, the temptation is to cram everything onto the slide just in case. But trust me, it is a huge, huge mistake. So what's the alternative to that wall of text? Well, it comes down to one magic number: 3. That's it. It turns out our brains can only really juggle so much new information at once. It's called cognitive load. And the research is pretty clear. People can hold on to about 3 key ideas pretty well. After that, their ability to remember just falls off a cliff. So what's the takeaway? You gotta be ruthless. Cut everything else out and focus your entire presentation around your 3 most important points. Just 3. And here's another classic audience killer. The giant, scary data table. The second a slide like this pops up, filled with rows and columns of gobbledygook, you've lost them. They cannot process it in 3 seconds, so they just check out. Mentally, they're already ordering lunch or scrolling through their phone. You can almost hear the collective sigh. So, instead of hitting them with that beast of a table, you have to do the work for them. Just boil it all down to the one single thing they actually need to know. See? Bam! Way more impact, right? It's clear, it's confident, and most importantly, it respects their time and their brain power. Your job is to tell them what the data means, not make them figure it out. And you know what else we need to talk about? Those flying, spinning, bouncing, zoom in from outer space text effects. Look, a simple transition can be okay for emphasis, but when you overdo it, it's just cheesy and distracting. Have you noticed how the slides in this very explainer are just simple? That is 100% on purpose. The focus should always be on your message, not on some cheap fireworks. Okay, this might be the number 1 cardinal sin of all presentations: reading your slides to the audience. Newsflash, they can read. Your slides are not your teleprompter. They're supposed to be like billboards, just a few keywords, a powerful image. You are the main event. I love this analogy. Think of your slides as your backup singers. They're there to support you, but you are the lead vocalist. All right, let's bring it home with our final act, connecting with your audience. Because look, you can have the most perfectly structured message and the most beautiful, simple slides, but if you don't connect with the actual human beings in the room, the whole thing just falls flat on its face.
You really have to ask yourself this question. Because passion is contagious. But you know what else is contagious? Boredom. If you're just phoning it in, your audience will feel it. Their BS detectors are finely tuned, so don't even try to fake it. You have to find that one thing about your topic that genuinely lights you up, and let that energy lead the way. And listen, no matter how serious or dry your topic might seem, humor is such a powerful tool. It breaks down walls, it makes you relatable, it shows you're a real person. And you don't have to be a professional comedian. A simple, relevant story or even a little self-deprecating joke can work wonders. Just, know your audience and maybe practice it once so it doesn't sound forced. And please, please remember, a presentation is not a lecture. It's supposed to be a conversation. It's a two-way street. Don't just talk at them, pull them in. Simple things, right? Make eye contact with people. Move around a bit instead of hiding behind the podium like a statue. Ask them questions. You can instantly turn a room of passive listeners into active participants.
So how do we tie all this together? From the structure to the design to how you actually deliver it? What's the one big idea that's going to fuel your next great presentation?
It all boils down to this one powerful idea: audience-centric design. This is a huge mental shift. A great presentation is not a performance where you show off how smart you are. It's an act of service. It's a gift to your audience. Every single choice you make, every word, every image, every slide should be laser-focused on one thing, helping them understand, remember, and connect with your idea. It's not about you. It is 100% about them. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Don't get overwhelmed and try to fix everything at once. Just think about it. What's the one thing, just one, that you're going to change for your next presentation? Because that little change, that's how it all starts. That's how you go from good to great. Thanks for watching.